A 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, welcome back, y'all. How y'all doing today? Welcome back to the Zolian Podcast, where we talk about books. Oh, not anymore. We talk about fantasy, family, and freedom. I was like, we talking about books, brains, and blockchains. Not anymore, man. Now we all about this fun stuff, man. Let me tell you something. The last couple of days have been so exciting, I can barely keep up. I can barely keep up. I'll just let you know right now. All right, so before we begin, if you like to support the show, if you love this show, and you want to see it grow, you can do any of the things over here on the right now. It's not on the left anymore. On the right now, you can subscribe, like, comment, share, or you can donate. Whatever works. It grows the show. Appreciate it. God bless you. And let's begin. So Paizo decided to basically be the heroes of the day. They basically did what everybody was wanting Wizards to do. Okay. Unfortunately, Wizards is, they don't care. They already proved they don't care. They only care about the bottom line, the D&D, beyond subscriptions being reversed. People ending their subscriptions prematurely, en masse. Basically, a boycott essentially really kind of woke them up, and so they were reacting as fast as they could at that point. But it was too late. So now Paizo got an announcement. They said they are making a system-neutral open RPG license. So basically, for the last several weeks, after everything that was been happening, Paizo was quiet and decided, once they announced something, to announce something that would make people very, very happy. And basically, in a weird way, kind of swoop in and grab the customers from underneath Wizards. It's pretty genius. I'll be honest with you, it's pretty genius. Now we'll talk about, at the end of the show, we'll talk about a little more nuance there. But so basically, Paizo plans to do, in light of concerns regarding Wizards removal, a rumored plan to deauthorize existing 1.0. We have been waiting further information, hoping that Wizards would realize that for more than 20 years, the OGL has been a mutually beneficial license, which should not and cannot be revoked, which is basically true. It's true. It's the way they wrote it was pretty much like, it'll never be revoked. But they never said irrevocable, which is it's just legalese. It's such a ridiculous. That's how you know you're a bad person. Are you using legalese? Oh, that's terrible. You're terrible. While we continue to await an answer from Wizards, we strongly believe that Paizo can no longer delay making our own feelings about the importance of open gaming a part of the public discussion. I love this. This is good. We believe that any interpretation that the OGL 1.0 were intended to be revocable or able to be deauthorized is incorrect, and with good reason. We were there. Paizo owner Lisa Stevens and Paizo president Jim Butler were leaders on the D&D team at Wizards at the time. Brian Lewis, co-founder of Azora Law, the intellectual property firm that Paizo uses, was the attorney at Wizards who came up with the legal framework for the OGL itself. Paizo has worked very closely on OGL-related issues with Ryan Dancy, the visionary who conceived the OGL in the first place. Paizo does not believe that the OGL 1.0 can be, quote, deauthorized ever. While we are prepared to argue the point in a court of law if need be, which is a big deal in my opinion, because basically, they have the... Now, I don't think they could handle a bigger corp like Hasbro, but the fact that they're willing to do it is to me is a nice gesture. It's a nice platitude. We don't want to have to do that, and we know that many of our fellow publishers are not in a position to do so. We have no interest whatsoever in Wizards' new OGL. Instead, we have a plan that we believe will be irrevocably and unquestionably keep alive the spirit of the open gaming license. As Paizo has evolved, the parts of the OGL that we ourselves value have changed. When we needed to quickly bring out Pathfinder First Edition to continue publishing our popular monthly adventures back in 2008 using Wizards language was important and expeditious. But in our non-RPG products, including our Pathfinder Tales novels, the Pathfinder Adventure card game, and others, we shifted our focus away from the D&D tropes to lean harder into ideas from our own writers. Good, that was smart of them. By the time we went to work on Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Wizards' open gaming content was significantly less important to us, and so our designers and developers wrote the new edition without using the Wizards' copyright expressions of any game mechanics, while we still published it under the OGL. The reason was no longer to allow Paizo to use Wizards' expression, but to allow other companies to use our expressions. Okay, very cool. We believe, as we always have, that open gaming makes games better, improves profitability for all involved, and enriches the community of gamers who participate in this amazing hobby. And so we invite gamers from around the world to join us as we begin the next great chapter of open gaming with the release of a new, perpetual, irrevocable open RPG creative license, ORC. This is some good stuff. So I'm going to just leave it at that. Okay. You can look this up yourself. I'll put the link in the description. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Like I said, in the past, we kind of make sure we get to the heart of the matter, the meat of the matter. You can sign up. It looks like apparently Kobold Press, Chaosium, Green Ronin, Legendary Games, Rogue Genius Games, and a growing list of publishers as well has already agreed to participate in the ORC license. Looks like there's going to be more people they're expecting. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how we move forward and how this kind of develops. We'll see like what other game developers sign on with it. If the main module community, the RPG module community creators, if they decide to go down that the Pathfinder 2E path, or if some of them decide to stay with D&D, we'll see how it goes. Now, in my personal opinion, I don't know how someone's supposed to be able to go down the 5E road the way that it's written, the way that the 1.1 OGL license is written. I don't know like how you're supposed to navigate that, especially if you have like an actual Kickstarter or like some other product, because the logistics of actually being able to like keep track of that is you need a team to do that. For the amount of money you're making, like just being able to track everything, it's more complicated than crypto. When you know it's wrong, it's more complicated than crypto. You're like, oh, this is not even a black and white. It's not even a gray matter issue. This is a black and white issue. This is just wrong. Anyways, I think this is gonna be great. Now here's some nuance. I personally think that don't put all your eggs in one basket, okay? Just always have one foot, in one side, another foot in the other. Have a backdoor plan ready in case this thing also pulls a 1.1. You just never know with the corporations. They turn into megacorps and then everything changes. Just be careful about that, okay? I'm not saying that they will do that. I'm just saying have a backup plan. It's better to have it and not need it than you need it and now you ain't got it, okay? Now all your eggs in that basket and they just took them eggs. You eggless now. And you know how expensive eggs got recently. That's a whole other situation. Maybe we'll talk about that in a future episode. Let me know in the comment section. You want me to talk about some eggs? Or we can talk about the prices of eggs going up? We can talk about that. Anyways, that's it. I think we talked enough about this. Let me know what you think. Are you hopeful for the future about this stuff? Do you think that 2E is the way to go, or are you looking at other systems, or are you creating your own? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, don't let any of these bad news, whatever doom and gloom news that's going on out there, don't let that get you down, man. Again, forge your path, make things matter for you, figure out your own future, and God bless you, bros. Have a great day.